Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial, but not any type of makeup tutorial, okay? We're going to do 3 looks using one palette, and this one specifically is from LA Girl. This is the Fesite Bestie Eyeshadow palette. They came out with 16 different shades for this palette. It runs for $15.99, and basically it's supposed to be really highly pigmented. There's supposed to be some matte finishes, foils, a little bit of everything, and this is basically it. They sent me the entire PR box, which if you'd like me to do another 3-look makeup tutorial using the other palette, comment down below, like this video to let me know so I can film that for you. But basically we are gonna be playing around with all of these eyeshadows. We're going to create 3 different looks, and they're all going to be very different from one another, and I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Everything I use will obviously be listed down below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and as always, let's dive on in and get ready for the day. I've already primed my eyes, and I actually went in with the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Eyeshadow Primer in the shade 2. Now for the shadow that I'm going to go ahead and apply lightly all around the lid to set everything into place, which is something I typically do. I'm going to go into the Winky Lux Coffee Kitten eyeshadow palette, but you can use any eyeshadow that is like off-white or cream that you may have in your collection. And I'm going to go into Affogato, this really pretty off-white shadow, and I'm going to use my shadow brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it all around the lid. So for our crease shade, I'm going to go into Loving Life, that really pretty bright green eyeshadow, and I'm going to go in with a blending brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that eyeshadow within the crease of the lid, and I'm just going to go ahead and do windshield wiper motions, building the pigmentation to this eyeshadow. And next we're going to go into Drip with an angled shading brush. We're going to pick up a little bit of Drip and apply in the corner of the lower lid, and then we're just going to do circular motions, build the pigmentation, and blending it within this lower crease of the lid. Next, with the detailed brush, we're going to pick up a little bit of Cactus, and we're just going to go ahead and apply it in the center of the lid, blending it in, and look how pigmented it is. It's just so pretty. We're going to do like a little sunset kind of eye with our look for today. And with a smaller detailed brush, we're going to go into Playlist, really pretty lighter shadow. We're just going to go ahead and apply it in the corner of the eye and kind of cutting it through. Jumping back into Drip with a shader brush, we're going to go ahead and smoke out the bottom lash line, connecting it to the corner of the eye. And we're just going to go ahead and blend that out. For eyeliner, I went in with Ocean LA Girls Shockwave Metallic Eyeliner, and I feel like it really tied in the look. It's a really beautiful blue shade, and applied it in the inner lining of the eye. But this is basically the eye look that I have created. How do you guys like the first look? I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, apply on some falsies, and then I'll be right back to give you the final look, tying everything together, and then we'll move on to our second eye look. Alright guys, this is the final look with false lashes. I applied on some Glamnetic magnetic false lashes. I'll have it linked down below. I need to figure out what lashes these are. But overall, I felt like I needed a really beautiful voluminous lash, especially for this look, because it's definitely a statement for sure. And I love how beautiful it turned out. It's definitely very fun, perfect for the summertime or anytime you want to stand out and just, make a statement. So let's move on to our second eye look. For our second look, we're basically going to do the same thing that we did on the right side. And we're going to go in with the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Eyeshadow Primer in the shade 2, applied all around the lid. And then we're going to go into the Winky Lux Coffee Kitten Eyeshadow Palette and go into Affogato using the shadow brush, picking up a little bit of that shadow and applying it all around the lid lightly to set everything into place. I just like to do this because I feel like it gives me a clean canvas before I go in with color. I feel like I'm just able to see a little bit better with what I'm working with for some reason. Now with a blending brush, this one is from Real Techniques. I'm going to go into Detour, apply a little bit of that really beautiful orangey shadow, and apply it within the crease of the lid, doing windshield wiper motions and lightly pulling it in the corner of the eye. Now with a new blending brush, this one is from Wet n Wild from the Bretman Raw collection. We're going to go into Space Buns. I love the name, by the way, of this eyeshadow. It's so fun. And we're going to go ahead and apply it in the corner of the eye, building a little bit more dimension and depth. And it's such a beautiful purpley eyeshadow. I actually personally really love it. It's like pigmented, but at the same time it blends really nicely, and I feel like combining both shades, it just looks so nice kind of want to do like a sunset eye look for today. And we're also going to do the same thing in the outer corner of the eye. We're just going to go ahead and blend out the eyeshadow, pull the eyeshadow in the corner, and then also blend whatever's left over in the crease within the lower crease of the lid, doing windshield wiper motion. Using the same brush we were using earlier for Detour, I'm going to go in and apply a little bit more of that orangey shadow on the brow bone, just to give a little bit more depth and dimension to our eye look. Now using my finger, I'm going to go into Bestie, which is a beautiful golden shimmery shadow, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it in the center. And I'm going to use the blending brush we were just using earlier, applying on that really beautiful purpley shadow. The shader brush, we're going to go into Space Buns, and we're going to pick up a little bit of that really beautiful purple eyeshadow and apply it in the corner, not in the corner, but in the lower lash line, blending it into the corner of the eye as well as the upper lid. With a fluffier blending brush, this one is from Lexi, I'm going to go into Detour and apply a little bit of that shadow on the lower lash line as well, so it can be like a little sunset as well. And with a small little detailed brush, we're going to go into Bestie and apply it in the center bottom lash line, so you can kind of match the upper center lid. Now with a small little shader brush, we're going to go in and apply a little bit of Affogato from the Winky Lux palette. We're going to apply in the corner tear duct of the eye, and then we're going to go in with a little bit of that shadow and kind of highlight the brow bone. That's basically it, you guys. Comment down below, what do you guys think so far of the look number 2 that I've created for us today. I think it turned out really well. The eyeshadows blended really nicely. They're really pigmented, and I absolutely love the foil eyeshadows. For eyeliner, I actually went in with LA Girl's Pastel Dreams Auto Eyeliners. I mixed 2 different eyeliners because I wasn't sure what I wanted to create for today's look. Like, I didn't know which one would look better on. So I went in with Sunshine, and then I topped it off with Marshmallow, and I feel like it, with blending them both together, I think it turned out really well. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and apply on false lashes as well, and then we'll give you guys the final look. In case you wanted to see a side-by-side comparison of both looks, here we go, girl. Here's a side-by-side comparison. Which side do you prefer? Look number 1, look number 2. I use the same lashes, by the way, in case you're interested. I will have that link down below. But overall, I feel like it worked really, really well. The eye looks are beautiful. So let's move on to look number 3. Eyes are primed for the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Eyeshadow Primer. And now I'm going to go back into the Winky Lux Coffee Kitten eyeshadow palette, back into Affogato with our shadow brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply it all around the lid to set everything into place as usual. Nothing has changed so far. With a big fluffy blending brush like this one. This one's from Real Techniques. I'm going to go into After Party. It is such a beautiful eyeshadow. It has like a orangey rosy undertone to it, which I personally love. And so I'm going to go ahead and apply this eyeshadow in the corner of the eye, also blending it up within the crease of the lid, but not throughout the entire crease. We're just going to do it like halfway through, doing like an ombre effect. I love doing this type of eyeshadow look. It's just so pretty, and it just looks so effortless, and it's so easy to actually do. I'm actually going to do something different because I just feel like this helps for me to tie in the look together. I'm going to go in with a little dense shader brush like this one. This one is also from Real Techniques. I'm going to go into After Party, and I'm just going to go ahead and smoke out the bottom lash line throughout the lid, getting close to the lash line and connecting it to the corner of the eye. And the same brush, we're going to go into After Party, that really dark kind of like black chocolate brown eyeshadow. And then we're just going to go ahead and smoke out the corner of the eye to make it more of like a night look. And as you can see, it's like super pigmented, so be careful. A little bit of product definitely goes a long way. And we're just going to go ahead and blend it in to the lower lash line, building pigmentation, and then pulling it to the corner of the eye. Now with the same brush, which by the way I've already cleaned, it looks dirty, but I promise you it's clean. We're going to go back in to top down and apply it over, just so we can apply a little bit more shadow so it can stand out. I feel like it kind of got diluted with After Party. With the same shade of brush we were using earlier, I'm going to go into After Party. And really close to the lash line area, I'm just going to go ahead and smoke it out, lining it through and connect it to the corner of the eye. Now with a small detailed brush, we're going to go into Sequin, that really beautiful silver shimmery shadow. And we're just going to go ahead and apply it on the lid, the lower crease of the lid. And it is just so pretty. We're going to blend it up lightly, whatever we have left over, just to give it a little bit more of that dramatic effect. We're going to go in back with the blending brush we were using earlier and blend out the outer edges so everything looks blended nicely together. So this is basically it. Comment down below so far, what do you guys think of this eye look? I think it turned out really, really nice. I love a sequin. Sequin's a really beautiful silvery shadow. I think it tied everything together really nicely, and I feel like this is like the perfect nighttime look. Like if you're gonna go on a date or you're gonna go out with your friends for a dinner or something, I think it's just really pretty, dramatic, but still gives you a little bit of color. And I think they all blended really nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, apply on false lashes as well as for liner. I actually used a brow pencil and went into After Party, that really dark, kind of like black chocolate brown eyeshadow, and applied it in the inner lining of the eye just to tie it down, tie it in it together. So I'll be right back. All right, you guys, this is basically it. This is the look that I have created for today. What do you guys think? By the way, the lashes are the same that I've been using consistently throughout the entire video. And I've been using for eyeliner, I use a Glamnetic eyeliner. I got a little carried-handed on accident, so unfortunately that's why the liner is a lot thicker than what I had intended. But overall, I feel like the look turned out really well. I'll have the blush and the lip combo that I wore, that I'm wearing, linked in the description box as well. But I love the eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadows blended really nicely. They're definitely really pigmented, especially the foil eyeshadow shades in this palette, and I really, really like it. I feel like $15, it's definitely worth it. I love the packaging to it. Like, it's so fun. It's metallic. I love the color of it. And I love that it's $15.99. Like, this will last you literally a long time unless you're always wearing really pigmented eyeshadows. But even though you guys know here on my channel, even though I'm like something a little bit more natural, something a little bit more neutral, I love the idea of going out of my comfort zone and just getting really creative and playing around with eyeshadows and just seeing what we can create using this eyeshadow palette. So this is basically it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Everything will be listed down below as always. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. I love you all so, so much. Bye!